Hello everyone on the interwebs, my name is Kotek, and today we're gonna watching a Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm replay. See a red Terran spawning in the upper right corner from the map, representing Team Quantic Gaming. It is Center versus our blue Zerg in the bottom left corner of the map, representing Team Acer. It is Nerchio. Now the map is indeed Neo Planet S. We have a nice ramp here. The base is actually not that big. It's actually nicely sizable base. If you're a Zerg player, you don't really need this place, but if you're other type of racers, you do need the space here to make some more buildings. You have this ramp here, which just leads into this this geyser here, but it also leads to this expansion. But this expansion, it is kind of protected by this little choke. You have this overhang from your main base. If you have any ranged units, you can put some here to just do some damage from the units attacking down here. But after that, there's a vast area here. Just really vast area, and you can take so many battles here. And it's just so sizable. You don't really have concaves or anything you can make, but you can get some pretty nice force fields though. You have, in terms of third expansion, you can take this one, which has 2 paths of attack. Well, 3 if you count this one, but most don't, because it's a long way if you want to attack from there. You can be attacked from here, do some harassments, or maybe just go around to destroy this, or you can just go back from here. You have this little hill from 2 ramps to join into this single hill, this common hill. And pretty much that's actually a pretty good place. Many attacks can happen there. It's not that big as this choke or this, so you can still get some pretty nice concaves going on. Or you can just take this expansion, which has this ramp here, which kind of leads into the main. And if you want to attack the main and you fail, you can just try and snipe the expansion. That's actually a pretty nice thing to do. Or you can just send them troops through here, which has this ramp here, which is partially covered by rocks, but you can still do some harassment here and kill some probes, and it's still quite the distance from here to the base. Now we're seeing a pretty basic build from the Zerg player with a fast expansion. I think it was expansion first. Yes, it was 15 hatch, 15 pool. It's probably going to be some sort of 17 gas timing. Well, not really, as it seems not actually going for that gas. But Center also has the expansion around the same time as Nerchio, which is quite the shock for me. I've actually never even seen that. He just went for barracks and then command center. Maybe it was even command center first, which is kind of weird for me actually. And 2 orbital commands are being made, so he's gonna have that economy really nice, really fast, with those mules, that double mule, which is going to do some great wonders if you actually want to try and do some rush attacks. But you do need more barracks to produce more one refinery only at the moment. This orbital command is now made. He's trying to destroy these rocks. The factory is being made right next to this barracks, but it doesn't have the reactor. Maybe he's going to try and do it now. Yes, he is. The reactor is going to be made now for the factory. I don't even know the timing, but it is really nice. The Zergs are just going to be able to run towards the entrance, towards the base, the mineral lamps. It's only 2 Zerglings, and the Marines are almost picking it up. Maybe he'll kill 1 SCV or 2. Well, actually not, because it's actually Center just has that nice SCV micro, and no damage was done by Nerchio. But oh my, 2nd and 3rd command center for a Center. Even though he's not going to go for a 3rd expansion early on, I believe he's just going to try and use this to just send SCVs to this. It's going to actually prove real nice, because he's going to be able to saturate much faster, and when he's done he can just lift it up and just send it elsewhere. And he's going to have that triple mule as well, which is actually going to be pretty nice. He's going to go for something Marine heavy or Hellion heavy. We're not seeing any other buildings, so we cannot really be sure, but I can't see him doing some sort of mech style. He's not taking that gas, not taking any gas down here. 2 more barracks being made, so there's going to be some more Marine style play. 2 evolution chambers and 1 spine crawler in the entrance of the base, and of course a queen to prevent any entrances from center. Now 2 Helens are being sent to Nerchio's base. He's still not doing the 3rd expansion, which would actually be kind of beneficial for him. It could do wonders for him. Already has double gas going for the 4-time gas. It's pretty cool. Already has 2 queens here for the creep spread. So he's going to have that creep spread really nicely, just like TLO. The double queen creep spread, which works pretty well, and then you can use the queens to use them at an expansion. Double upgrades being made for Nerchio, but not Zergling upgrade. It's actually going to be a Roach upgrade. He thinks that center is going for a mech style of play because of those Hellions, but that is not true. He's going for more of a marine style of play, so that can prove really troublesome for Nerchio. Could really. Those Hellions are starting to pile up. 6 Hellions are going to be able to just enter the base really easily, but the queen is protecting, but still. They do plus damage versus light, and queens are not light. Definitely not light. Those roaches are also starting to pile up one at a time, just making a couple. This 3rd expansion is being made. This orbital command is helping the saturation of this base. The triple mule is in the works, and it's starting to do a lot of benefits for center. Has a bit of a better income in terms of minerals, 200 minerals. It's still quite a bit per second. Not that much, but still quite the benefit. Now, Hydraulic Den and the Infestation Pit for Nerchio. So he's actually just going for that Roach Hydra Infestor type of build, which, like I said, it's not really going to pay off. Oh, the Widow Mine is starting to get some nice triggers. Even though the Roaches don't die with a single Widow Mine, they might actually die with 2 in AoE, because if it gets hit, it almost dies, I believe. Now the creeps are starting to happen really nicely. Those Hellions could just target those creep tumors. Oh, the Roaches are going to find these Hellions. Will they actually pick on them? Yes, they will. They might actually be able to kill 1 or 2. 1. Oh, will I be able to get the second one? Yes, he did. 2 Hellions, 200 minerals right off the bat. That Nerchio just took freely. Now, center not going to be able to expand here, because there is a creep spread. Well, not a creep spread, but an overlord starting to just spread some creep. And once that overlord is gone, so it still takes around a minute for that creep to just disappear, which is just going to be so troublesome for him. He wants that economy early on, and it's just delaying it. And by 1 minute, that is actually a lot, maybe even half a minute. It is still a lot. Marine Marauder Widow Mine army here for center. It's actually nice army here. The overlord got sniped there instantly. Didn't stand a chance. Infestors though are being made, and Nerchio knows that center is going to attack, just making those roaches, making those infestors. That's actually going to prove really awesome. But no energy upgrade for the infestors, and he's just going to have to wait around half a minute, a bit less, get that energy on the infestors. The battle here of the roaches and the creep spread is starting to just get demolished. The infestors are done. The upgrades, the 2-2 upgrades are being done, but center has one upgrades. Where are those engineering bases? There they are, along with the armory. There we go. +1 attack, and then in a couple of moments, +1 defense. He does have the gas. There we go, +1 defense. The overseer is dead. Not only did it cost 1 overlord, it cost the overseer upgrade. Oh, but the troops here are ready for center's arrival. You might actually just pick the units off, because Nerchio does not have any sort of entire defense other than the infestors. Well, he does now, but center doesn't really know that. The drop here, I didn't even see that drop happen, but it did happen. That medevac is almost dead, and there's not a lot of units that could fit in the actual Widow Mine. The 2 medevacs being filled, they're getting ready to drop, while the rest of the army is going to attack dead on in the front of the base. And I think that Nerchio might actually see this drop, not really early on, because there is this overlord and it's right next to the base. He might just use the ignite afterburners, but still it is pretty good. The army for Nerchio though, he's almost maxed out. He's pretty much just maxed. But the army here is piling up for center and he's going for the expansion. But at the same time, the drop, 3 medevacs filled with the Marines are going to attack the expansion. Oh, but Nerchio decides to defend neither of them. He's just going for the base trade situation, which actually might not work. He doesn't. It's not going to work well. The double Widow Mine is going to kill every drone there. Oh my God, the Widow Mine kills were amazing. All the drones were killed, but still, all the Marines were also killed. But still, oh my, that battle was amazing for center. But the rest of, just center's army is just so split up. A couple Marines here, a couple Marines there, Widow Mines, a couple troops there. They're just so split apart. While Nerchio's army is so concise. They're just cleaning center's base just so quickly. Oh my God, the SCVs. He's desperate. He wants to attack with the SCVs, but the fungal on them is amazing. Although that infestor did die, the army for Nerchio is just so much bigger than center's, and Nerchio just started to defend at the base. And GG for center. Nerchio took the game with that base trade situation while starting to pile up, just try to reinforce his army at the base to defend that attack. Overall, that was a great game. He didn't even need the Mutalisk, the Zerg wings, the Bane wings. He just went for Roach, Hydra, Infestor, and it worked out pretty awesome. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.